Oh, that that ended abruptly there, or it was just me. I don't know. I don't. Hello, hello, hello. Just hello to anybody who just popped on there. Mystic Road. Hello. Um, Nick, is it Nicky's? Hello, hello, hello. Van Naye, actually, I'm so sorry, I'm just so wrong at pronouncing people's names. Christine Marie, oh, Chris, I can pronounce that. Christine Kendra, hello, hello. Yeah, grand rising to you, Mystic Rhodes. Brenda, hello, hello to you. Do best I can, love that. Okay, hi to you as well. Just keep piling on now, and we will just carry on. For anybody who's not seen me before, some names I don't recognise here, my name is Lorraine Bennett Gray. I throw some tarot cards, and I also connect to the spirit world. It all depends whatever my team decide for me to do today. As simple as that. I've got absolutely no idea. How I work is I'll just come to somebody direct, and I will connect to them. I normally start off with the tarot, and then somebody from spirit will generally come in. But what I would like you to do is I'd like you all to put questions in the chat, because I do believe that the tarot is amazing for helping and advising for questions. Okay, so if you would like to get your questions in the chat, that would be fantastic. Okay, and also I do ask as well, when I do come to you, could you please say I'm here straight away, because sometimes you're away making a cup of tea and having a nice biscuit and you won't hear your message, and there's so many people on. I like to try and give as many who are actually here. So just say I'm here, and then if you could just validate when I'm speaking, yes, no, I don't know. That's all I'm asking. It should be absolutely wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to get started in 1 second. I'll just see who else has come on. So remember, questions, see they're coming in now, which is wonderful. Brenda Askew, hello. Lucas, hello, hello, hello. Let me just see. There's quite a lot just coming on, so I'm missing. If I've missed any of them, sorry. Kendra, hello. Charlene, Lizanne, hello, hello. Right, okay, I'm going to get started, right, guys, because time is limited, unfortunately. I only have a little hour on here, so I'd like to try and get through as many as I can, and I want to try. It's all to do with, to me, it's all helping and healing. Okay, so let's see who I'm going to come to right now. I'm going to come to Charlene Shaz. Charlene Shaz, can I come to you, please? Right, brilliant. Hi. Right, okay, Charlene, if you could just, if you don't mind, just answering, just validating yes, no, I don't know, would be absolutely amazing. Okay, Charlene, so your question was, as you're going through what's here from your guides, I'm going to turn this heat, this fan off just there, because I'm getting blown away. I do live in Spain, so it's 30 degrees outside, so it's very, very hot, but I was getting blown away, and I don't like it. Right, okay, Charlene, let's see what's going on in your life, and let's see what we have to say about it. Okay, Charlene, okay. Right, first of all, Charlene, I do believe that you do work with the spirit world. If you don't work with the spirit world, you definitely into spiritualism in some way, because I've just pulled out the High Priestess. Remember, just confirm I'm correct or not correct, okay? But I also do believe as well as you're starting, there's a brand new either job happening with yourself or something you're working towards, but it's brand new concept, and it's happening now, okay? I do believe this job is giving you your independence, which is helping, but I also do feel as well, Charlene, as well, as you need to be more patient in life too. Does this all make sense to you, Charlene? Okay, yeah, Charlene, you do, yeah, because I've got the High Priestess, so that just tells me all this. So if that all does make sense to you, the rest of it, do you understand the starting of the new career, the new job, the new something, the starting of anyway? And I do believe, as I say, you're needing more patience. Okay, so let me carry on with these cards, and we will find out what's happening. Definitely, this job that I was talking to you about, this working towards, is interesting, because I've got the brand new concept, but I also got the end of it. So I do believe you've either just completed something, just finished it, and you've started something new. Does that make sense to you? But I do feel with this, it's going to give you more of a, not the word celebration, but more of a, it's going to make you more uplifted. Does this make sense? Yeah, you want to do more of your mediumship. Okay, well, definitely do it because this is what it's telling me. But I do believe it's more than that, Charlene. I do believe it's more of a new concept, or it's been really in your mind. You've been thinking, I need to do this, if that does make sense. Because I feel you do need it, but I also do feel as well there's a celebration that's coming on that's around about you just now. And I feel it could be to do with a baby. Either you've heard about a baby being born, there's a baby being born in the family, or something like that, Charlene. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Stop overthinking. That's your message. You really have to stop overthinking. And also, as you say, you are a medium, but also I believe you're going into your head too much. Does this make sense to you? Okay. This is what's made me feel. And I do feel you're under a lot of stress. And also under a lot of stress, it's really, really hard to do mediumship as well. Okay, so you need to calm yourself down, maybe do a little bit more meditating, but proper meditating. You know what I mean? Oh, your daughter will have a baby girl. That's wonderful, wonderful. Lovely to hear. See all these lovely, lovely things. That's super. So, but I know you're stressed out, so let's just calm it a little bit. Let's just go into some deep meditations, okay? So help yourself with some guided. I'm not actually into that, believe it or not, but sometimes I like to advise it on to people. It's just me, unfortunately. But what I would like you to do is do that. And I believe if you do this new concept, this new maybe going to your mediumship more, will definitely help, because I do believe as well there's something that's just finished with you to do with work, and this new other thing is going to be like a new beginning. Does this all make sense to you, Charlene? And I hope it does. Your message is you need to calm a little bit more patient, start doing more meditating, go into your own headspace. I'm hearing it's okay, and then you know what, you're going to move forward big time, okay? Remember, we've got free will. It's only the advice that I'm hearing, feeling, and what the tarot's given me. Okay, Charlene? So I'm going to leave these cards with you, and I hope everything works out well. And congratulations on, you're going to be a grandma. Isn't that wonderful? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right, thanks for being here as well. Okay, Gail Lawson, hello. Rebecca Whelan, hiya. Bernie Gear, hello. Let me just, Kendra, hello. Barbara Duffy, hiya. Right. People just come on. Remember, put questions in the comments. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant for the tarot to give you advice and to give you help with that. Okay, and that would be absolutely fantastic. Okay, right. But she will, well, not yet, but she will be pregnant. Don't quite get that, but and you say baby girl, is this something you've been hearing, seeing, feeling, or whatever? But anyway, we'll let us know. But I definitely saw the baby anyway, so that's definitely happening. Okay, so I am going to come to Elaine Stonehouse. Elaine Stonehouse, hi there. No message, so no question, but I don't know if you're drawn to you. So Elaine Stonehouse, this is for you. Are you here? Elaine Stonehouse. Okay. I'll just throw some cards for you, Elaine, okay? And if you could just come up. Right, Elaine, this is for you, okay? Elaine, I do feel there's been quite a lot going on with yourself. Things are not the way they seem for you at the moment, but I do feel this is around family, okay? And they're just not the way they seem. And I also do feel there's somebody in your family, and I don't believe it's you, I believe it's somebody in their family who's doing things without thinking. And it's making things not too great at the moment. Does this make sense to you, Elaine? Okay. And I also do feel this person needs some healing. And I don't know if you're a healer or whatever, but I do know this person needs healing. But there's a lot going on with this person. I feel it's a male in the family. I might be wrong with that, but I do feel it's a male in the family. As I said, I don't believe it's actually you. But it's causing a lot of problems. Does this make sense to you, Elaine? Okay, please let me know. Okay, I also do feel as well with this person, I do feel as well there's been a lot of changes and a lot of challenges along in their workspace as well. So does this all make sense to you, Elaine? Yes, it does. Okay, thank you. And this has to be rectified, by the way. This has really got to be rectified because it's not helping you and it's not helping anyone. And I do feel as well, Elaine, either you're giving this person money or the person's asking for money or something to do with money is around, and I'm feeling and hearing, okay, because it's not good. This person, I do feel, how do I say this in a nice way, is trying to trick you out of situations or money, or there's a wee bit of being very economical with the truth. So this is something you're really going to have to get to the bottom of it. Now, what happens is when I get readings like this, I'm getting the feelings, I'm getting the, and somebody's downloading this to me, remember. This is not me, this is somebody's downloading. So there's somebody in spirit who's making me, who made these cards happen, who I have to say this to you, Elaine. Does this all make sense to you? Okay, yes, it does. She's got right here, okay. There is a resolution too, okay, but sometimes you need to take a back seat. And if you take that back seat, and remember, sometimes you feel you can't take a back seat, but sometimes you're helping by taking the back seat. So you do have to remember this. And I do believe there's a male in the family, and I also do believe this male is a dark-haired person. Does this make sense? Or a dark-haired person just walked in here, I don't know. But this is what I am actually seeing, okay? It's time for you, Elaine, to take the back seat with this, and it's really, really important. It's going on in your mind, it's all you're thinking about, okay? It's restricting you in every single way. And it's also, I've got the number 4, 6, 8 of swords, thought to do with thought, and I do feel as well as it's really restricting your everyday life. Does this all make sense, okay, to you? But can I tell you right now, the sun, I've just pulled the sun card out, best card in the deck, and I'll tell you right now, see if you take this back seat, okay, and don't give this person everything they're asking for, there's going to be so much better. So much better. I've just pulled the sun card out. But, you know, sometimes we can just be too good. You know, that way, just too good. So, Elaine, listen to the cards, okay? You don't have to take their advice at all, but I do feel that if you did, things would be so much better, okay? And thank you so much for being here. Okay, and I hope all that did make sense to you, because I rabble. I know I rabble, but I just rabble to what's been said or whatever, and all my cards are turned upside down and wrong way around and everything. So bear with me for a second. So Melissa, hello there, hello. Bernie Gear, hello. This is my husband's probably saying this to me. Maybe it's your husband in spirit, very possibly. Well, as long as you understand the story of this and it makes sense to you, it will be, because I pick people and I don't know why, okay? And I did feel drawn to you, so very, very possibly. Queasy Jones, hello. Cornelia Dutton, hello. Right, okay. Guys, questions in the comments, and you'll probably get more chance of getting a reading as well if you put the question in the comments as well. Let me have a look. Let me just see. Okay, I am going to come to... Okay, can I come to you as Arshia Raza? I want to hear from your beloved sister. Right, I'm going to put my fan on because somebody has made me feel very warm, and that's not means the spirit has come through. But I can't guarantee anything. I'm going to describe the person that I'm seeing, and if this makes sense to you, please let me know. So Arshia Raza, hello. Okay, I do have a lady who has actually stepped forward for me. She's very colourful. I do know she's wearing very colourful clothes, and I do know it's not your traditional clothing that she's wearing. Okay, so I don't know if it's like a sari or something, I don't know, but I just know it's not traditional clothing. And she showed me in yellow or gold. Does this make sense to you? Okay, she started there, very, very beautiful. And she's, even her hair, she's very dark, and she's got something on her head. I don't, does this make sense to you? Is this your sister? Please let me know if this is your sister. I'm going to get some more information about her as well. And as I'm asking this beautiful lady to step forward, I do feel that she did pass with some form of cancer. And I am also feeling as well, there's something going on around my chest area. So does this all make sense to you? I'm just making sure I've come to the right person on this. Arshia, does this make sense to you, everything that I've given you so far? Let me have a look and see in the comments, because I don't want to keep going on in case. Share. Right, okay, all this, right, okay, you're saying hello there, but I'm giving you lots of information here. Does this make sense to you? The beautiful lady in the colourful clothing, and I believe it's traditional clothing, and I do believe she's got dark skin, and I also do believe she had something on her forehead. Her hair is back, absolutely beautiful. Does this make sense to you, Arshia? Okay. And as I'm asking her to step forward to me just now, I do feel she's very, very quiet. Yes, she loved her colours. She's very, very quiet. And also at the moment, she's said the three, and she's not saying much at all. Do you understand this lady passed with cancer? Okay. Does this make sense? Is this your sister? Okay. And I do know no cancer. No, this lady did have cancer, or something was going on around the chest area, okay? But she is actually telling me it was cancer, so might not be. Do you understand one of your other relatives in spirit who did pass with cancer around the chest area? Okay, I can't change it. This is what she's giving me. Okay, and I do believe this lady was very, very quiet, and this lady's coming through. I think this lady is mum. Do you know that? I think it's mum. Well, I hear the word mum, so either this lady is a mum or she's your mum. Okay, and I also do believe as well as, and I don't know why, but she's showing me a newspaper. But I actually. No, it's not for you then. I cannot. There's a mark on her forehead. I didn't say a dot, a mark on her forehead. I don't know what she's, and this but very, very quiet, and she did have breast cancer. Okay, so I can't change it. So I've maybe come to the wrong person. So sorry about this. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get your sister through. But first of all, I've got this lady here who is in a traditional dress, and I would say it's yellow or gold. She's got a mark on her forehead, and I do know that she passed with breast cancer. Okay, and all I could say is mum. No, it's not dad, it's a lady. I'm so sorry, because obviously I've come to you and you're thinking that, can anybody take this lady, please? I still feel it is for you though, and I still actually feel that this lady is connected to you, because she's not letting me leave. She's not letting me leave, okay? And I do believe also she's talking about a car accident, so I do know somebody who's in a car accident as well, okay? And I do feel as well, I've seen palm trees, so I do know, I don't think the accident was in palm trees, or she's just throwing all this information, but palm trees are connected. Does any of this make sense to you? Okay, the palm trees, the car accident, the definitely cancer around the chest area. Okay, does any of it? If not, can anybody else take this information? It's not like me to work this way, but I don't know what's going on here. So there's always reasons for it. It's just making sense at all. Okay, if not, I'm going to actually ask this lady to step aside. If anybody can take it. She'll have to go to Spain. Bernie, do you understand? Right, Bernie, do you understand the rest of it? Though, do you understand there's a mark on her head as well? And I know she was very, very quiet. And do you understand the accident, the car accident as well? Somebody in Pacific had a car accident. Bernie, do you understand this, please? If you could just let me know, okay? Arshia, I'm so sorry. I don't feel it is for you now. Well, I was talking rubbish, I actually do, but I can't, if you're not taking it, I really can't take it, okay? So anyway, Bernie, if you can understand this would be interesting to know, okay? There was a car crash, right? Okay, yeah. The mark on her head is when she fell. Bernie, this is for you, okay? Bernie, so sorry, I'm going to try and come back to you, okay, Arshia? But Bernie, this is definitely for you, okay? And there was a reason why that she had to come through, and I also just picked the wrong person, which is unusual, but everybody makes mistakes. Okay, she had a mark on her head when she fell. Okay, and also when as she's stepping forward to me, she's telling me as well that she's making me feel I was actually very quiet when I was here in this world, but I would not want to mess. You don't want to mess with me, Bernie. Does that make sense? This is what she is making me feel. And she's also making me feel that when she was in the kitchen, it was like, just stay out of the kitchen, okay? This is my domain. Just stay out the kitchen. She's laughing at this now, by the way. But this is her personality as it's now coming through. Bernie, does this all make sense to you? Okay? It's like, this is my domain. Don't come into the kitchen. Don't. This is my one. But I'm getting a beautiful, beautiful lady. Okay? A beautiful, beautiful lady. Okay? Yeah. She was quiet. You don't mess with her. Exactly. That's exactly what she made me feel. She's laughing about this now, by the way. She's laughing about it. Just telling me somebody around you is very jealous. Okay? Very jealous. You've got to watch yourself, girl, she's telling me. You just watch yourself. Yeah, and the kitchen's hers. Yeah. It's so hard now. Now we've got her. Now we know who it is. But do you understand why she would do this? She'd actually pushed in, if you know what I mean. I was coming to her share, but you know what? She had to say her piece. But there's something around you she needs to talk about. And she's talking about the jealousy around you and it's affecting you. Does this make sense to you? This is very, very important. So this is for Bernie Gear, because I know Arshia's name's still up, Bernie Gear. Okay? I don't know who does this or whatever, but it's Bernie Gear because everything she's saying is correct. Yeah, thank you. Right, so Bernie, can you understand the jealousy around you? Okay, but it's like making you, it's like stopping you doing things. Does that make sense? Because she's telling me she doesn't like it, doesn't like the jealousy. She's also talking about 2 small children, and she's talking about the number 4. So I don't understand the 2 small children and the number 4. I believe that maybe someone's going to be maybe turning 4 or something to do with 4. There's sibling jealousy because she's saying, I don't like it, okay? And this is the reason why she had to come through. So you need to sort that, she's telling me, okay? Pick up the phone and sort it. She says, one of you has to, and it's going to have to be you if nobody else is, okay? She doesn't like it, all right? She said, there's no need. Life is too short on this planet, she's telling me. She sees it, and she's getting, well, they don't get angry, but she's making me feel angry. This is what they do, okay? So do me a favour, try and get it sorted, okay? It doesn't matter whose fault it is, just try and get it sorted, because that's what Mum's asking for. Mum's talking about daffodils as well. So I do believe either somebody passed in the spring or daffodils is very, very important to you, okay? I'm going to leave Mum's love with you, but that's why she came through, was a message about the jealousy, okay? And they always do it for a reason. So you've got your free will, but if I was you, it'll make your life easier, it'll make your life better because it's constantly going on in your mind, and I hope that does make sense. She died in March. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's where the daffodils come in. Well, listen, Bernie, I'm going to leave her love with you, and thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad you managed to take it because it's really important. You know, when a loved one comes through, we don't want to dismiss them because, you know, I always say, you know, listen, if there were live people here, we wouldn't ignore them, would we? So why should we ignore the spirit world? Absolutely. Okay, thank you so much for being here. Okay, Mary Murphy, hello, hello, hello. Dawn Johnston, hello. You're very welcome, Bernie. Okay, let me just have a drink. Zoe McEwen, hello. Michelle Harris, hello, hello. Right, okay. Guys, people who've just come on here, remember to put questions in the comments, and that way the tarot is brilliant for helping with that, okay? Okay, right, okay. Michelle Harris, I'm going to come to you, okay? Michelle Harris, are you here? Michelle Harris. You've not given me a question, but I feel drawn to you, Michelle. So let me see, Michelle. Yep, you're there, Michelle. Let me see what I have for you. Okay, Michelle. Right, Michelle, I need some validation just to make sure that I'm on the right track. Okay, I do feel that you're an overthinker, a massive overthinker. I do believe there's something new has started for you, and because of that, you start again. There's been a completion. Okay, I've got the Ace of Swords that's come out, and I've also got the Ten of Swords. So the Ace is the new beginning, Michelle, and the Ten of Swords is the completion, or you need it to complete as well. I also do believe there's been somebody in your life that has actually I believe that actually it's like a bye-bye. Does that make sense? Not to the spirit world, by the way, not to the spirit world. It's just, it was time for them to, how do I say it in a nice way, not be part of your life anymore. Does that make sense to you, Michelle? But because of that, you are getting this new beginning, or you want this new beginning, which is in your thoughts. Does this all make sense to you? Okay. Yes, you do overthink. Yep, absolutely. Okay. I've just pulled the full card out for you, okay? So, but what I'm feeling with that card with you, Michelle, is as well as, you know, don't jump at something without thinking about it first, okay? That is so, so important, okay? Because if you do, you're going to make mistakes, all right? And this is what I'm feeling so much with you. A man has just stepped forward here for you, Michelle. And I do feel as well, this man is putting up his cuffs, and I don't know why he's doing this, so it must be something he used to do. He's sort of rolling up his cuffs, and he's going, come on, girl, get your act together. I do feel this is a father figure to you. I do feel this is either dad, grandfather, but somebody who you were close to, who said, you know what, it's time for you to get your act together, okay? Because he is watching you, and he is making you. I do feel with this man, I don't know if he's I like to tell you food or something, but sure, when I get what do you call it, cheesy pasta and things like that, it normally means Italian food, or you've just had it or something like that. But that's specifically what you showed me. Macaroni cheese, that's what it is, macaroni cheese you showed. So either you just had it, or there's something to do with Italian food. I'm just asking for some recent things. But you know, he's saying to us, you make far too many mistakes, Michelle, far too many mistakes. but silly mistakes that you should be thinking about. Okay, and he's saying, think. He says, but you know what? He says, you're a chip off the old block. He says, because he used to be exactly the same as that. I do know that this man likes a little drink. I'm not saying he's alcoholic, but I do know he likes a little tipple. I'm hearing him say, okay, really enjoy. You're always cooking up for the kids when he's watching you. That's all he says. Ask for something recent. You see, he's liked his little tipple, but he liked his little tipple to relax on his chair after his hard day's work. And by goodness, you need to know about his hard day's work, because that's all he talked about, is how hard he worked. Does this all make sense to you, Michelle? He's laughing at this now. He thinks this is just hysterical, because he's saying there's no way he would have ever believed in this while he was here in this world. But he's saying this is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We'll talk about the number 14. I do believe that either a child's number 14 or that somebody's about to become 14, or so it's a door number. Does this all make sense to you? And you just made pizza. See, they're so good because they're watching you. I just found them number 14. Very significant, okay? I also need to give you my birthday. I'll tell you when my birthday is, but the 1st of October. Or so 0110 or 110. Very significant as well, which he's just given to me, okay? And he's going, I was never a believer in this. I was never a believer. But now, absolutely. Yeah, it was really funny because it's making me really fun. I mean, you're not funny, but I feel as if I'm really funny anyway. Yeah, great guy though. Great guy. And I'll tell you one thing as well, didn't act his age. I know that for a fact he didn't act his age, okay? And he didn't like to even, and I do feel he went like that as well. Michelle, does that make sense? I do a slight illness, but then he just went like that as well. And I do feel he went before his time, or he thinks he went before his time anyway. Again, he's laughing at this. Very happy in the spirit world, by the way, just to let you know, he's really happy. He's there with a lady as well. I don't know if this is mum or whatever, but he's there with a lady as well, Michelle, anyway, and very close to this lady. And he's telling me as well as, it's great here. It's absolutely great here. He says, I can tell as many jokes as I want, and it can be as fun as I want. Everybody laughs anyway. Doesn't make any difference, okay? Because he said they didn't laugh much when I was here. And that's his attitude. That's it. Okay, think about the number 14 and the 0110, the 1st of October as well, okay? Very. Okay, Michelle, I'm going to leave Dad's love with you, okay? Brilliant guy, but listen to him. Okay, stop doing things without thinking, because, life will get much better. Obviously, it's bad, but life will just be easier. That's the word, easier for you, okay? So, I'll leave Dad's love with you. And it's your mum, yeah, because they were very keen and they're holding hands, by the way. Brilliant. Thanks, Michelle. Don Johnston, hello there. Zoe McGowan, hello. Let me see who else has just joined us. Jackie Johnston, hello. Carol Cahill, hi there, hello. Just make pizza, that was quite funny, okay. Right, okay, who am I going to come to now? I am going to come to, remember guys, questions in the comments. I'm going to come to Queasy Jones. Queasy Jones, can I come to you? Queasy Jones. Right, Queasy, let me see what I have for you. Queasy Jones, hello. Can I have a reading from you, please, about my dad? I take it dad is in spirit. I'm not anybody through yet, but let's just see what happens, Queasy, okay? Queasy. I do believe there's actually somebody who was a very hard worker. I do know that. I don't even feel this is you. I do feel this is somebody else as well. But I also do believe there's some disruption in the household that's going on at the moment, and there is decisions to be made. Does this make sense to you, Queasy? Please validate that just to make sure that does make sense. Okay. I also do believe, again, a lot of aces today, I also believe as well, I just believe either you've just moved house, you want to move house, but there's something definitely to do with the house that is going on, which is very important. And I do actually feel, Queasy, that you maybe have to sell a house. Does this make sense? And I'm using the word have to. Let me know if this is correct, okay? And I also do believe there's lawyers involved, etc. Queasy, does this make sense to you? Okay, and if it's not you, it's somebody in the family, okay, to do with the selling of the house, etc. Okay, there's been so much turmoil that's been going on with you, and I really do feel that. I do have a gentleman who has stepped forward to you, Queasy, and I don't know if this is Dad yet, but we'll wait and see. And I do feel as well, you've seen this, I do know this man had a heart attack. And literally, he had a heart attack and went. This is what he's showing me, okay? He stumbled back, he showed me, and then I don't know if he was found in his seat or something, but I've seen him stumbling back. And I've never asked for how somebody passes, but for some reason, this gentleman wants to show me this. So is this correct? You're saying the house is good. If this isn't you, it's somebody else around you to do the house, because I'm really getting this very, very strong. To understand the heart attack, okay? And they're moving back, and I feel either ended up on the floor next to the seat or next to the seat. Does this make sense to you, Queasy? Because this gentleman is deliberately showing me this for a reason, okay? And I also do believe as well as this man who's coming through, and you know, it's not like me not to get the relationship. This is really unusual, but I do know it was somebody very close to you, okay? So he can be uncle, but I'm not getting his dad. But he also was telling me that he left affairs which weren't good, so he never finished his affairs. You know, those things. Maybe this is what this house stuff and all this is. I don't know, but I do know there was a lot of things left because it was so sudden. Does this make sense to you, Queasy? Okay, could you please validate this again? If it's not that for you, it's for somebody else, because it's very, very strong, this. And I do believe as well, because there's a massive apology coming in here saying that I wish I'd put my affairs in order. He says, but then again, he goes, I didn't know that I was going to pass. This is what he's saying. I didn't know I was going to pass, as when I did, and he left a mess. He's telling me, he said, I left an absolute mess. And I do know what to do with houses. I do know what to do this. So this isn't for you, Queasy. Again, but somebody tell me who this is for, because you're not answering that, Queasy. So could this be for somebody else? The man who passed with a heart attack, he either was beside his chair when he was found or on his chair, and he left his affairs were just an absolute mess. And I know he either had to sell the house because of it, there was houses involved, and there was lawyers involved, there was everything involved, and he's saying, I am so, so sorry. It does sound like your dad. Well, okay, does it make sense, everything? I just need to know that, Queasy, because I don't like to rabble on, and if it doesn't, as long as it sounds like your dad, it's your dad, okay? But please keep letting me know, all right? This is very, very important, all right? He's saying, I'm very, very sorry, very, very sorry. He said there's still a little way to go. I feel that you are helping. If things are getting better, things are getting seen to because of this lawyer, etc. Things are a lot better, but he just has to say this big apology. Okay, does this make sense? Okay, you're not replying to this, and I know you think it is your dad, Queasy, and I'm really hope it is your dad, and it's just come through to say he is sorry. And also I have to tell you as well, Queasy is absolutely great in the spirit world. Okay, he's saying life's better actually here than it was back home anyway. I'm not seeing anybody else around him, but I do know for a fact he will be with the rest of the family, because that's just how it works anyway. So Queasy, I'm going to leave his love with you, because you're not replying, so I don't know. Hopefully what I've said has all been correct for you, and I'm going to leave Dad's love with you. Okay, and fantastic. Okay, let me see who I'm going to come to. Trish Cook, hello. Remember, guys, it's a house down the street from me. I don't know, Queasy. I'm just saying what Dad's telling me. I don't know, but as long as you can take most of it, that's all I really care about. Okay, because I just like the dads to make sure that he's getting heard. I'd also get to see if right, Zoe McEwen. Can I come to Zoe McEwen, please? Zoe McEwen, hello. Zoe McEwen. Let me see what I have got for you. Zoe McEwen. And please keep answering, guys. Yes, no, I don't know. Okay, just keep typing as I'm speaking. I need to be on the right track. I'm very fussy with that, as people who know me know that. Zoe McEwen, are you here? If you're not here, I'm going to be moving on to somebody else. Zoe McEwen. Okay. Zoe McEwen. While I'm waiting for her, Ikai Chikimo. Hello. Zoe McEwen, are you here? Hi, Alison Plumley. Hello there. Right, okay. Right, I can't come to you just now then. I'm going to come to you. Christine Marie, can I come to you, Christine? Christine Marie, are you here? Yay! Right, Christine, let's come to you. Okay, Christine, we need some guidance for the road ahead. Let me see what I've got for you, Christine. What's for Christine today? Right, okay, Christine. Oh, Christine, you need to be more patient, dear. Dear? I don't say dear. Somebody's come through calling you dear because I would never say dear. Who says dear to you in the spirit world? Because listen, when my mum used to, well, if my mum says that to me, I give her into trouble because I don't like that word. But anyway, dear, you need to be more patient. Okay, and you have lots of choices to be made. Okay, again, family. It's all family stuff today, but I do feel as well there's some things going on in the family at the moment that you do need to make some choices. Does this make sense to you, Christine? Please keep typing. Yes, no, I don't know. Okay, again, funny, you've just got the Queen of Swords. You need to be patient in your thinking. And now you've got the Queen of Wands, so you need to be patient. I do believe as well, that this isn't for you, Christine, working towards something, okay? And it's to do with some sort of work, creativity. So I don't know if what you do creative-wise or something anyway, but whatever it is, you have to keep doing it. Okay, does this make sense to you, Christine? Okay, does it make sense to you? Because I believe it's like a new beginning. Again, I keep getting work cards for you. I don't know whether you work or not, but there's always a reason for that. So it doesn't need to be paid work. If you're not in paid work, it could just be working towards something. But I do believe there's decisions to be made. I believe you've maybe not got the confidence to maybe go ahead and do this. But I'll tell you something, Christine. If you do it, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, are you here? Because you're not commenting either. Are you here? Hold on a second, because I know it sometimes takes a bit longer. I hope this does make sense to you, Christine. Okay, keep going, keep doing what you're doing. I'm afraid I am going to have to wrap this reading up as well. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else from you, Christine. I hope that makes sense. Listen, Christine, do me a favour. If you're here, you maybe make a cup of tea or something like that. Listen back to it, because you'll be able to watch this back. Go ahead and do it, because I do believe it's like a new beginning to do with your working environment, okay? Very important as well. Just be more patient, okay? And I hope that does make sense to you. I'm going to cut this one off short because you're not answering, so I think we need a cup of tea. But if you come back on, somebody will tell you to listen back to this, okay? And thank you for being here at some point. I'll enjoy your cup of tea. Anyway, right. Oh, you are here, right, Christy? But you're not coming up there. Maybe it's going slow. Does it all make sense to you? Okay. Does it make sense? Something to do with your working environment, okay? And whether you work or it's just something you do as a hobby, but you have to carry on doing it anyway, okay? Got to type quickly, guys, okay? Got to type quickly, because otherwise, as I say, I think you're going to be having a cup of tea or whatever, okay? I hope that does make sense to you, Christine. Yes, it does, right, okay. And just go ahead and do it, and you have got the confidence to do it, but again, you just need to be a bit more patient, okay? I've actually taken the cards away now. Oh, your art class. See? Good. Keep going and keep enjoying. That is the most important thing, Christine. Just you keep going and keep enjoying, okay? Thank you for being here. Sorry about that. Listen, guys, please comment as quickly as possible, because I'll just go because I need to speak to as many as I can, okay? Harry Franklin, hello. Don Johnston, hello. Well, you keep it up if you love it, because it's very important. And you know what? Start showing people your work, Christine. Important as well, okay? Have more confidence in yourself. Okay, this is what I'm feeling, okay? So let me have a look and see who I am going to come to now. Let's just see if anything else has just come in. Guys, I only see up to about 10 for some reason, so you need to just... okay, let's just find out what's going on here. Trish Cook. Trish Cook, are you here? Your teacher is brilliant. Good. Keep going. Right, Trish Cook, hello there. Right, Trish, comment as quickly as possible, please. Okay. Trish Cook, let's see. You've got nothing major. Let me just see what I have got for you. Trish Cook. What do we have for Trish Cook? Okay. Wow. You're making a big decision at the moment. Okay, I do know you're making a decision in your mind, but you're really not sure which way to go. Does this make sense to you? But I do know there's a lot of drama going on around you as well. okay? Or it might just be drama. Maybe in a drama class or something, but I do feel I'm hearing the word drama, and if I hear the word drama, I've got to say, okay, but I do believe you're flying with this anyway. Whatever it is anyway, you're flying with it. Good, thanks, Trish. I like the way, nice quick answer. Good, okay. And also do as well, I also feel as well, again, you're coming to the completion with something to do with your work. Okay, does all that make sense to you? I do know that, as I say, you've got a decision that's going on in your mind, there's such going on, and I do know now it's to do with emotional drama. I'm sure, here we go, emotional drama in your life. Does that make sense to you, Trish? Tell me if that does make sense to you, because I do feel there's also been things you've been overcoming as well. Yes, to drama, good. I also do feel you've been overcoming things as well to do with the material world. I've got the Pentacles here, I've got number 6, it's moving forward, but I do believe as well you're a very, very generous person. And sometimes, Trish, you can be over generous, okay? But you're going to have to make these decisions, and I do feel you're going to have to make the decisions quickly, because you keep overthinking it, and it's about time you came to that decision. And trust that gut, because see, if you trust that gut, I know for a fact will be making the right choice, because a lady has just stepped forward for you, Trish, okay? It's beautiful, beautiful lady. She is showing me older. She's showing herself in her 70s, I would say. Quite old-fashioned looking. I'm not talking about old-fashioned in the days of old-fashioned. You know, she was just, she's using the word, not me, frumpy, okay? She's using drama with your daughter. Frumpy lady. I do feel this is maybe mother or grandmother idea as well. And she's very beautiful blue eyes. Beautiful lady, beautiful. She's asking her to step forward to me just now. She's making me feel the softest personality, beautiful, beautiful personality. And she's showing herself in a pink cardigan. So I do feel the pink cardigan is relevant with grandma. I do feel it's grandma. Oh, it's mum. Sorry, my apologies. But you can understand the pink cardigan. That's very, very important, okay? But she's just such a soft, soft person. Now, what's this? She is in prison. 2 people have jumped her. No, this person's in spirit. No, this person's why I feel it's grandma. No, this person, no. This person's coming through is definitely in spirit. Who's got the softest personality, okay? Oh, sorry, your daughter's in prison. My apologies, and it's your mum that's coming through, right? See what this is written, right? Okay, got you. Yeah, very gentle. Right, okay, I understand, but so it's mum. Okay, I'm busy thinking it's grandma's, right? So you understand the pink card? Anyway, she sees everything that's going on. She's seeing everything that's going on. But I'll tell you something, she cannot help unless you ask her, okay? You need to ask mum for her help for your daughter, okay? Very, very important. And your mum will help in every possible way that she can. I do know there's somebody around you just now that's either got a really bad cold or something to do with the nasal side, because she's just filled me up with this and I've got absolutely no idea what this is as well, okay? Now, she's also wants to say to me, somebody's malnourished. Don't know where I'm getting that from, but that's the word she's using, is malnourished, okay? I don't even know if that's your daughter or somebody else. I feel this is maybe a boy, and not eating properly. Very, very important, okay? Because you say this person needs to eat. Okay, so remember that she's saying that, okay? She's actually coming through just now to try and give you as much help as she possibly can. She said a healing to you too, but she's saying as well, please ask me for my help, okay? You do feel her around you, because she's telling me, she nudges you, and I don't know why, but it's obviously just go, God, I thought I was mum. Does that make sense to you? Okay? But you've got a cold while she sees you. Because I said she made me feel all bummed up there. But she says you feel her, okay? And she says, I'm there. She says, and I'm nudging you. And I don't know why she's giving me this, Trish, but I feel like she's pushing me. Okay, so does she used to do that as a joke or something getting pushed or something anyway? Because this is what's happening to me just now, okay? She's just a lovely, lovely soul. And I'll tell you something now. She's saying, things happen for a reason. Even all the stuff that's happened to your daughter happens with a reason. This can be rectified, she said, but you need her help as well to intervene. And the only way she can intervene is if you ask her, okay? You need to ask her for her help. I believe you have maybe once or twice. Just do it a bit more deeply. She is there and she'll just help you in every step of the way, okay? She wants to give me penguins. Don't ask me why, but she's bringing in penguins. In fact, this is a memory of a penguin she's showing me just now. So does that make sense to you? And I don't know why she is bringing this in. Is it a memory or in a card or something that's a memory of a penguin? Don't ask me, okay? And she wants to give me the number 8 as well. Very, very significant, the number 8. Does this all make sense to you, Trish? Okay, does it all make sense to you? And I hope it does. I'm going to leave Mum's love with you, okay? Just ask her for her help and she'll be there for you, okay? So thank you so much. Do me a favour. Just tell me, Trish, what is it with the pink cardigan? I don't know why. But I still feel this might be grandma here too, but I might be wrong. The pink cardigan, very significant. Okay. Let me see who I'm going to come to now. You're saying yes, but I'm not quite sure what you're saying yes. Mary Murphy, that's interesting. Let's have a look. Hold on, I have Mary Murphy. Yeah, I'm coming to you, Mary. This is interesting, this one. I'm just going to use the tarot with you with this, Mary, okay? Hi, Lorraine. I have my eye on a fella called Tom. Do you see us getting together? Now, I hope you're going to take whatever I say. Might be right, might be wrong. Remember? But I don't believe the cards. I believe the cards never lie. So let's see what they have to say for you, Mary, okay? This is funny. This is going to be a good one. Tom for Mary. Let me find out what's tall, dark and handsome, is he, Mary? Or is he short? Let's find out. Okay, let's find. Mary Murphy. She's got an eye on a fella called Tom. Okay, Mary. Let's see what comes out. Okay, Mary. Do I really have to tell you the truth here? Mary, are you a bit lonely? Does that make sense? Just how I pulled the Hermit card out and I feel that you might be a little bit lonely. Okay, does that make sense to you? You're feeling it okay? But I also do have the 8 of Pentacles that's come out. Now, the 8 to me is achievement, okay? So will Tom be there? Not sure, okay? But as long as you don't really like this guy, Tom, because you're lonely, that is maybe very significant. But you're going to have to watch yourself because I do have the Moon card that's come out, okay? Now, this might be nothing to do with Tom. But the Moon to me is deceit. Okay, so let me pull some more cards out and let's see what else has to happen. Oh, you've got a little king coming on here. And you've got an action card coming on. And you've got another king. Right, this is really interesting. Okay, you've got the kings coming out. I don't know if it's Tom, but there's definitely somebody in the pipeline. Okay, but I'm not sure it's Tom. Remember, I pulled out the Moon card, which is to see, just be careful. Okay, that's all I'm saying to you, is just be careful. But I'm so curious myself. Oh, you're solicitor. But why have I got the Hermit card out if you're not lonely? Who is lonely? Or do you feel you have to do everything by yourself? You said you've got a solicitor. Do you understand? Is there deceit going on to do? Is that why you're seeing the solicitor? I don't know. But when I get the Moon, it's pretty strong. Okay. And I do believe. So when I've got the Hermit card out, you've either got to do everything on your own or you're lonely. But I feel you're lonely. So I think I've maybe picked that up wrong. Okay. But I do have 2 kings out. And the kings are very powerful cards. Okay. You are still going to be starting a new journey. I'll tell you that right now. You are going to be starting a new journey. With Tom, I'm really not sure. Okay, I'm being very honest with you, okay? Just do me a favour, okay? Just watch this deceit, because there is a lot of deceit. Oh, there you go. He's married. For goodness, well, there's your deceit. Move on. Absolutely. Well, there you go. As I say, when I get the Moon card out, deceit, and that's what he'll be doing, is deceit. So the answer to your question is, I don't care if you've answered him or not. The cards are saying, leave it be. Okay, I hope that does make sense to you, okay? You're a strong person, though, because I've just pulled the strength, just pulled the strength card out. So I do know you're a strong person. There is somebody out there for you, Mary, but I just don't believe it's Tom, because you really do have to watch when I get the Moon card out. It is to see. And if I was you, I would just leave it alone, okay? And when I get the Hermit out, it is lonely. So anyway, take it as you will. But if it was me, plenty more fish in the sea that aren't married, okay? So there you go, Mary. It's up to you, though. You've got your free will, but that is definitely what the cards, and that's so interesting, as I say, because I don't believe they ever lie. And there you go, we've got the deceit card out, so it does make sense, okay? Thank you for being here, Mary. Thank you. Linda Swan, hello from New Zealand. Good morning. Well, we're at 10 to 6 in Spain here. So let me see who else is. You're very welcome, Mary. You're very welcome. Let me see who else is here. Let me have a look and see. I've got a certain amount. I'm going to come to Dawn Johnston. Dawn Johnston, please. I don't know why, but I just feel I am drawn to you. Dawn Johnston, okay. Okay, Dawn. Dawn, I don't know if it's just because of your picture or not. Oh, it's not. You've changed it. Oh my God, that's so weird. Right, okay. Dawn, do you understand something to do with... Well, you had angel wings up. I'm sure you had angel wings up there before. So do you know anything to do with a swan, though? Swans. Does that make sense to you, swans? Because I saw that and I felt drawn to you, then all of a sudden I saw swan. Let me know if that's correct with you anyway, to do with the swan. And I am seeing the swans around the duck pond, so I do know this is actual swans, not a building swan. Swans around the duck pond. But I'm actually seeing the swans flying. So I don't know if they're flying to the duck pond or they're flying away to wherever else. Dawn, the swans make sense to you. I'm rambling on here and I shouldn't be rambling on. So anyway, let me come to you, Dawn, and see what the story is. I'm also seeing red balloons be very, very significant as well. Now, you're not sure about the swans, but do you understand the red balloons? The red balloons. Okay, red, colour red and the red balloons. Okay, keep the swans on because they're pretty significant here. Again, if it's not for you, it's for somebody else, but it is for you because I wouldn't have come to you otherwise. Okay. Right, Dawn, do you understand there's somebody around you just now? There's something to do with a pregnancy around you, okay? And I do also feel as well that there's also, this is just validation to make sure it's for you, so just answer yes, no, I don't know if this is correct. I do feel things are not going your way at the moment at all either, okay? I do believe you're a very dedicated person. I would love to be your friend because you're the type of friend that people, you're dedicated to people. Does that all make sense to you, Dawn? Okay, it does. Again, I just feel as well, you work with the spirit world. I've got my spirit card that's just come out. So your youngest daughter's trying for a baby. Well, let's just see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens there because I did feel the baby. Okay, but I don't predict. Just let you know, don't predict, okay? Maybe that's for something to do with the swan, I don't know. But anyway, I do feel you do work with spirit world, if that does make sense, because I just got my spirit card that comes out here. And I do feel you should be working with it more than you actually are working with it at the moment. Does that make sense to you? Okay, a man's just walked in just now. He's just walked in, he's just standing beside me at the moment, okay? And I do, again, think this is brother or dad, or brother and dad. Interesting, very, very interesting, very, very smart, very, very nice, kind looking face is what I can see. Okay, with the most beautiful, beautiful smile. You are a loyal friend, yes. I would love to be your friends as well, film with you. Do you understand, brother or dad or both in spirit world? Because I do feel they are very, very, very handsome. Yeah, you just said spirit, very handsome, these gentlemen, okay? Or this gentleman, but I do feel brother and father, okay? And I also do feel as well, I feel very, very gentle soul, very, very gentle soul. And he's telling me I went before my time. I definitely went before my time. I did have an illness, so I do know this man had an illness, and he's saying, and he just didn't expect to go though. I mean, I don't think anybody expects him to go. Does this make sense to you, Dawn? With this person, with your brother, father, somebody you know, and your dad's spirit. Does this make sense to you though? About this, he just had an illness but didn't expect to go, okay? Or didn't expect to go when he did, all right? It's your dad, a lovely gentleman, lovely, gentle soul here, okay? And I do feel he was such a hard worker when he was here, a really, really hard worker. And I do feel he felt there was a lot wrong with him, but he didn't want to tell people. Does this make sense to you? Because he didn't think he was going to be passing to spirit. He just didn't think, it's like, oh, I've got work to do, I'm just going to carry on with it. Does all this make sense with dad? Okay, lovely guy. Yeah, dad was hardworking, but you understand this? He went before his time. He just didn't think he was going to go when he did. Okay, if that does make sense. He's telling me you've got ideas, and he's telling me with your ideas as well. He says it's time for you to start putting these ideas into practice. Okay. Well, it's hardworking actually, and so are you, okay? No, he didn't like going to doctor. He knew there was something wrong with him, but he didn't think he was going to go to spirit. Okay, otherwise he said he would have gone, but he didn't. He's really happy where he is now, so don't ever think that it's not. And everybody who's here, all your relatives are all hunky dory in the spirit world. But he's telling me he's watching over you, and he loves you, and he just wants you to be happy. Okay, but he's telling me as well, you've got ideas that are going on in your head, and you do need to start putting to practice. Now, you're telling me you work in a care home. That's wonderful, absolutely fantastic. But there's ideas, and it's like a hobby you've got at the moment, but you should be putting it into practice as well. Okay, so keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, a very caring person, but there's a hobby. You need it. You need to do this, Dawn, to get away from all the rubbish that's going on in your head. Does that make sense to you? Okay, this hobby. Maybe it's mediumship, I don't know, but I do feel this is what Dad's actually telling me. Okay. He's talking about his comfy seat. So I do know he had a comfy seat. Want to learn tarot cards? Well, they're amazing. So absolutely. There's plenty of courses and stuff. In fact, I'm going to be doing a course, guys, an online course on tarot anyway, but I'll be putting it out on my page, Development Circle in Life. So Light, Development Circle of Light. God, I can't even get that out there. On my group page. Okay, so I am going to be September, October, I'm going to be running an online tarot course, and it'll be very reasonable and stuff as well, so I don't believe in charging lots of money. Anyway, Dad's just wanting you just to do some new things for yourself, just to start doing things for yourself and not always for others. Brilliant to help other people, but sometimes you need to take time for yourself. Yeah, your head's on all right, okay? Dad wants to give you the number 11, and I don't know if that's your lucky number or not. Be saying, just tell her number 11, and she'll know exactly what I mean by that. Does that make sense to you? Number 11. Okay. So I'm going to leave Dad's love with you. Okay. He thinks you're fabulous, by the way. He absolutely loves you to bits. I can feel the love that he's actually giving me towards you. He says, give her number 11. Number 11, and she'll know exactly what I mean. Okay. You light a candle for Dad, or you've been lighting a candle for somebody because he's showing me this, okay? And very appreciative. That's all I need to say. Very, very appreciative, okay? And I hope all that does make sense to you, Dawn, okay? And I'm going to leave Dad's love with you because I'm going to have to go because my time's up. I can't believe that. It's just gone so quickly. Okay, Dawn, thank you so much. And I'm going to thank Dad's love as well. Thanks so much, Lorraine. Spot on. Great. Well, that was Dad. Remember, it's always Dad. It's always the personal spirit. I'm just the messenger. That's all I am. I'm just the messenger. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. As always, I absolutely love doing these. I do them every second Saturday. So I will see some of you again in a couple of weeks. If anybody wants to join my group on Facebook, Development Circle of Light, it's just we put stuff on and etc. Okay, and it's just a nice little group. Okay, and again, thank you so much for being here, and I will bid you all good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Ba 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 ba.